Good.
Alrighty. Well,
Yeah.
my name is Trey Allen. I am joined by Drec Humphrey, and this is the I Speak Code Switch podcast.
Let's
So,
go.
my first line of questionings are going to be strictly because of the fiance slash wife. She
Oh,
wants to know
turn up.
everything because she said,
Okay.
"I'm not gonna lie, you popped up married," and we're like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. So,
I mean, you kept that one to the chest, huh?
yeah, bro. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things, bro, where it wasn't. I told people as I would see them. You know what
um,
I'm saying? Versus it be like a text or a call. I wanted it to be. I didn't. Like, it was not a. I don't know, bro. For some reason, I was just super protective, so I just kept it tight,
I
and I
definitely
didn't.
understand.
I didn't put it out until it was like you see the proposal, you see the like engagement pictures, like that kind of stuff. I don't know. I just went about it differently, and the whole process is different, and the relationship
Well,
is different. So,
congratulations, first and
man,
foremost.
appreciate it.
That's
Thank
a
you.
big
Thank
news.
you.
I mean,
Yeah.
how let me see. I had some questions. I'm still just in shock. I was like, my guy got married. Okay,
Yeah, man.
engagement. We wanted
Yes.
an entire rundown of the day. So tell me
Okay.
how it happened.
All right. So, we the Thursday prior, we
Mhm.
went up to Nashville to catch Maverick City. And so I didn't know this, but my fiance thought I was going to propose in Nashville,
Oh,
which I didn't know until after the fact.
oh, you
But
didn't know you were supposed to propose on that day?
no, I didn't. She didn't tell me. She didn't
Ah,
tell me. So
yeah.
and
You know
so
they're
that's
supposed to do that.
yeah. This was to let you know like this is the time. No, I'm just kidding. But so that's how the pre proposal went, and I didn't know if I was going to get nervous or not. But on the drive back from Nashville that
I was
morning,
shaking. I was
bro,
shaking. I was so scared.
what? I was like heartbeat fast. I
But
ain't
the
even
weird
did
thing,
it
it's not
yet.
like a should I do it scared. It's a she might could say no scared. That was my biggest scare.
Man,
I was
it
like,
was like
what if she
a
says no? Like for real, for real. Like everybody was like, ha ha, Trey, that's not funny. I'm like, seriously, y'all, she could
yeah.
say no.
She could
I'm
absolutely
like,
be like,
anybody forcing her to say
nah,
yes. I'm like, the ring looked
no.
nice and all, but like, what if like she look at the ring and look at me and say, nah, I'm cool.
Man,
I'm cool.
hey, congratulations to you too, though, bro. Like,
Thank you.
I'm you,
Thank
you
you.
telling me, man,
Listen,
congrats.
man,
But
it's the year of love, I guess.
hey, it is, bro. It is. It's time to go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
But
we're getting old.
yeah, facts, bro. Facts. So the way back home,
Hmm.
I'm nervous because I'm like, is she gonna say no? What am I even gonna say? What am I gonna wear?
Yeah,
Oh man, I don't have the pictures printed that we're gonna spell out "Will you marry me" with at this point. I'm
really.
like, yeah, bro. So it was man, that was a
Chaos.
drive. That was a drive.
So wait, did you have like a team getting everything ready, or like while you
Yeah,
were?
mom, Brianna. Who else was
Oh
help
man, you
set it?
had it.
Oh, her mom. Her mom was in town. She
You
didn't
had it
know.
easy, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we
that's the
who
superstar family to be able to.
man. Let me tell you this though. We all right. So there was an idea of
Okay,
how we were gonna do it at earlier on in the week, right?
all right.
So I go back to the crib, sit down with Brianna and my mom, and I'm like, all right, I think we should do this. Or my mom, no, my mom was like, we should do this, and I was like, we are not doing that. That no,
Was it
that's
too big or
not
too
going.
little? It
It
wasn't
was
you.
just it wasn't. It didn't feel like that's the one. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
understand.
in between me walking in the door, the plan changed like 15 times in the like 10 minutes, bro.
Sounds
Like
about right.
we were like bouncing ideas. My dad came in the kitchen. There was one idea. He went back to the bedroom. He came back in the kitchen. It had been like 8 ideas since. And this all in the span of like 5 minutes, bro. It was so fun. My dad was laughing
Everybody was
so
excited and
hard.
nervous. Sounds like it.
Man, what? Oh, and Brittany was there too. So like the three women in my family all throwing ideas, and I'm like, no, 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 no. And Brianna was like, "Oh, we should do what they did in the office, where everybody asked if you will you marry me," and she was like, "Yeah, bro, this."
That is
If you never seen The Office, there's a when Michael
no
Scott proposes, it was a
chaotic.
scene. But yeah, it was like I ain't even gonna go into it. You just gonna have to reference it later. But anyway,
Okay. How'd you
the
get a
plan we
film
landed.
crew? Because
Okay, so I already had that set up.
okay.
So I had the videographer. The only things that was really missing was the setup and like how we're gonna move about it, like when it comes time to like do the proposal. So
Yeah.
I sent the pictures to Walgreens. Brianna picked up the pictures. She took them to the crib, to the farm. They did all that. They put the rug over top of it, so all they would have to do is remove the rug, and it was already laid all
That gotta be nerve wracking because if they
out.
slide it too much, it don't even say "Will you
Yeah.
marry me?" It
So
might say
yeah, bro. So
"Will
they
me."
put a tape under the pictures.
Smart.
So that kept those from, and then like the rose petals that they put on at the end, they just had to do that when they moved the rug real quick. So
Okay, not so bad.
man, honestly, it went pretty smooth, bro. Like
Wait,
spoke from the heart.
so how many days it was before? So you said you went up to Nashville that weekend, and on your turn back, you were supposed to ask then
Yes. So
a few
Thursday,
hours in.
yeah, bro. Like we left
Sounds about right.
Nashville early, bro, like 6.
Oh, did
Because
she have a
I mean,
sour
we
face
get
in the
up.
car the whole time? Like, I can't believe he ain't asked.
No, she did it. She did it. She did
Oh.
it. I mean, it was
So
super
she had
early.
no
So like,
clue that it was coming sooner than she thought, though.
man, no, yeah, she had no idea. No idea. Like because it wasn't in Nashville, I don't think she
She
knew.
probably thought at that point she's like, "Well, maybe next year."
No, I think she was. Yeah, man, it was a man. It came together nicely. Shout out to Kyla's mom, my mom, Brianna Bradley, everybody, man. It was to me, and from my point of view, man, that thing went as smooth as possible.
Okay,
So
so I guess this season of mine has been more relationship based. So I'm gonna ask
yeah,
you, when did you know that it was like you wanted forever to be with this one person?
yeah,
Like, was there a certain thing or a collection of things that said, "All right, it just only makes sense"?
man. It was. I used to work down in Florida. I traveled back and forth to Florida working for this food service company. And
Mhm.
one of the times that I was down there, I was driving along somewhere, water on my right side, houses on the left,
Uh
and
huh.
I had, bro, I completely had like an out of body moment because I don't remember driving anymore for I don't know however long, but I like look to my right and my left, and I see a vision of me, College Janae, and a kid.
Oh,
But at the time, the College Janae was like a silhouette.
oh,
So I was like, I said, God dropping solo hits. I was like, okay. And later on, he gave me that same vision, but College Janae was filled in as like I was seeing her live. And so that's when I was like, oh, bet. That's confirmation one. And then I had another confirmation of a dream. And so because in between that, actually having the silhouette filled in, I was like, all right, God, you got to give me one more
yeah, because we're men. You know,
confirmation.
we need good insurance
Yeah,
policy, life
yeah, like
insurance, house insurance,
God, God
all
gonna
of
have
it.
to make it real clear.
Oh no, my favorite is we always say, "God, I'm looking for a sound." I mean, I'm looking for a sound, and God's
Yeah,
like, "What? I can't give you a sound that you're looking for. I can only let you hear the sound." So
yeah,
like,
yeah,
He
for
gives
sure.
you the sound you're listening for, and you're like, "Wait, no, I missed it." So
Uh-huh,
you've had
uh-huh.
confirmation one, first silhouette. Second,
Yep,
now it's the
yep.
legit vision. Third is now the dream. So at
Now
this
another
point,
dream.
you're like, it's confirmed. Do you start getting ready to buy the ring? What do you like? Do you tell your parents first? Like, what is the first person
Told
you want to let know?
told my parents they gotta be first. Told my
Absolutely.
parents, and then um, I think I told my pastor not too long after that.
Really?
Yeah, and then I told a couple of big bros. I sent a text in a group chat with some of my friends from high school, like randomly.
Yeah.
Just one day, I was like, "Hey man, I'm finna pop the question." And they was
It's
like,
time.
"What? Huh?" I was like, "What
They
you
probably
mean?"
treated you like Simba, like it is time.
Yeah, they was like, "Yes, sir, let's go." It was
Man,
a mad turn up, man, mad turn up. But we really started planning the wedding before I even proposed, bro.
sounds about right. Well, that means you're
Yeah,
behind because
yeah,
we're finishing up we got our wedding date. We're trying to get a
nice.
reception place
What is the date? What is the date?
March 25th
Nice,
of next year.
love it, love
So
it.
we got engaged. Haley, but when we got engaged, May 5th, May 6th, 0506. May 6th.
Or
So we
516
got
cents.
engaged May 6th. I
Mhm.
don't know if I've given details on my pod. When I was nervous. I don't even remember. I said like 3 words, and you know I'm a talker. I got on there. I'm like,
Yeah.
"You laugh at all my jokes. I I love you, and can you spend forever with me?" I was nervous wreck.
Oh man, you
Make
went
it
straight
worse,
to the
the
point.
videographer, she was so excited. We didn't catch no good videos and no good pictures. We was just there, so
No,
we got nothing but iPhone photos because we were all super excited. Because I let
dang.
her yearbook class help me out with
Oh,
the whole
cool.
planning, and because we did it during like their end of the year banquet.
Mhm.
Everybody's already dressed up. I said, makes sense. Might as well. She at
Ah,
least gonna look
okay.
good that day. She looked good every day, but you get what I'm saying. Like
Mhm,
she'll be a
mhm,
little
mhm.
more like, oh, this is
Yeah.
important. She'll be picture ready. So I was like, but man, I think she knew it was coming up because
Bro.
I wear every emotion on my face, not on my sleeve. So I
Uh-huh.
think I bought. I knew I was getting it, so I bought the ring about maybe 2 months. But it was a custom ring, so it took forever for
Right.
them to make it.
Of
And they're
course. Of
making it.
course.
And
Yeah.
once like men, we're organized. So like I called the lady. I was like, "Hey, when is this ring supposed to come in?" She said, "It's coming in on X date." I said, "Okay, perfect." So I set everything up for that day. It comes
Oh
in
no.
early, throws me all the way off. I said, "Okay."
Oh.
I'm such a creature of schedule that if it comes in early, I'm like, "This ain't right. This
Hey,
ain't
look,
right."
I'm thinking you finna say it came in late. I'm
Oh, it
like,
came in
oh,
early. Lady called
oh
me, and so I'm
man.
like, she threw my whole schedule off. I'm like,
Right, right.
real? Well, let me go pick it up. I'm nervous. I
Damn,
asked my
bro.
mom, does she want to go with me? Because me and my mom, she was like, you took too long. She should have said no. Because I mean, Haley, I think we had maybe 2 holidays, and the whole family was like, it's done. What is
Yeah,
done is done. If she
yeah,
ain't the
yeah.
one, we sick of you. You ain't gonna have
Yeah.
no one if she ain't the one. So everybody was like, hey man, it's been a little bit. How long
I
you going?
love it.
I'm like, we haven't even been dating for a year. They're like, we don't care about that. But when you gonna
Yeah.
ask? Like that
Yeah,
sounds
right,
nice
right.
and all. And they was like,
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're not trying to say nothing, Trey, but when you weren't with her, you didn't have X, and now that you're with her, you got X, Y, Z, and then all the
Mm-hmm.
Roman numerals after that. We're
Yep.
not trying to tell you that that's common sense, but that's common sense. So I made the
Yeah,
choice. What
I
did you say
love
when
it.
you asked? Like, what do you remember saying?
I talked about her cousins, their aunt and uncle. I talked about how we vibe together, future together.
Uh huh.
I kind of had some words. I
I
had
had
some
some. I
words.
ain't use them.
Yeah. Hey, I had some words. I had some words, and then shoot, I just got
Did
that
she
knee
cry?
dirty. Yes, I think she did cry.
Haley
She
ain't
did
cry. She was
shed a
so
tear.
excited. She just
I think she
cheated
shed a
for like
tear.
the whole rest of the week.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, she definitely did that.
All right,
It
you
was
gotta get
good,
the
man.
ring details because any woman who listens wants to know what kind did you get her? Did you get her the oval? Did you get her the pear shape? Which kind?
I got her the oval. The
Okay.
oval. Yeah.
What type of?
The band has a like a V,
Okay.
and the oval sits in the V.
So it's like the ring sits in it, and then so it's like a ring band, a triangle
Yeah.
that sits like this, and the ring sits
Yep.
out of it.
Yep. So like if you're if it's laying down flat, right?
You can see.
I'm trying to figure out how I
Hey,
can
look.
demonstrate
Okay,
how it
look.
looks.
Your good vibes goggles. So it kind of sits like that then.
Okay. Okay.
So if the small part is the diamond, the ring sits in that little corner B, right? Kinda?
No, that ain't gonna
No,
help me,
that's
God.
not how it looks. I tried.
It's it no, okay, dang. All
How
right,
you done
look, I'm
forgot the
gonna
ring
just
you spent all this money
I
on?
don't, but like, all right, if it's laying down flat right here, right? So
Okay, we
it's like
flat.
this, like that, and it
Uh-huh.
goes around like the V, and then the oval is right here.
That's a big rock. Got it. That's
So
all I need.
y'all trace my trace my hands.
This definitely going on the YouTube. I gotta show everybody how to make shapes and sounds and circles.
Hey, trace my hands, cuz. Hey, it was
So where'd you get it from? Like, did your mom help you? Did you know which one she wanted exactly? Like, was she throwing you a million hints about exactly what she wanted?
she had there's a company on Instagram that she
Okay.
had sent me and they had a ton of rings, but like there was one specifically she liked. And then I hit up little bro because he got the connects.
Always, so, have you seen Lamar
He
Jackson?
was, yeah, exactly. He was able to hook me up with a guy and got the custom. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jeez.
So,
Did your heart beat just as fast when you bought it?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have never been more
Yeah.
clammy. Hand sanitizer couldn't have made my hands dry.
Man.
I was and
Yeah.
then like for me, I was sitting there with this big ring, and I'm like, I got a
Yeah.
week to hold this thing. I lose
See.
controllers on the controller.
Oh no. I already knew I couldn't do that, bro. So like Hump kept it until it was like week of. And I still didn't have it. It was just at the house.
Oh.
Mom was gatekeeping. Like I did not want that thing in my hands because I'm gonna leave it out somewhere and
Well, I'm trying to be so excited. I'm gonna show one
blown.
person and then forget
Yeah,
I showed it and then put it
exactly,
back.
bro.
Now it's
Exactly. Nah, I lost it.
and all the
I
good
didn't want.
insurance on
I
it.
don't want none of that.
I definitely understand. I definitely understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Have y'all created the wedding plans? Like, are y'all gonna get married super quick, or you gonna wait it out a year? What's the plan?
Super quick, bro. So the wedding is November 12th of this year. So yeah, that's like tomorrow.
You got engaged like last week.
I mean, it was one of those things, man. I wasn't trying to wait.
Oh, so she was waiting on you, basically.
Oh yeah, she was waiting on me, 100%. And she was waiting on me, and I was waiting for the ring. So that's kind of how it all. And that's why I was like, I'm not gonna wait on the ring to start planning the wedding because it's in November. So and we got the majority of our stuff all booked and scheduled out, bro.
So
Within
where's
like
it
the
gonna
first
be?
like
Well, you
month
can't
and a
count all
half.
those details.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be out in Clear, my brother's farm. So we're gonna turn that into a venue, which isn't gonna be too difficult. But
listen, he might want to turn into a permanent venue in Alabama.
bro, that's what I would pay.
It's so much money.
You already know. Hey.
I'm trying to. I tell everybody, like you don't realize how expensive a wedding is until you got to buy one. And it's
Facts,
like
bro.
we're doing what we call a micro wedding, but it's really not as micro because when me and Haley first got engaged, I still lived in Birmingham and she lived in Biloxi, so money wasn't like in check like it was supposed to be. And then it happened so bad. I don't think anyone even knew I moved because like out of nowhere, she told me like we got engaged right before she graduated. I mean, right before school ended, and then she was like, "I'm not coming up until we can figure you out a job." I was like, "No, just come up and do the LinkedIn thing." So every day she was doing LinkedIn. And I don't know what was going on with work, but usually work is settled for me, chaos. So I actually had no time to look for a job to do anything.
Yeah.
She was just applying. And then she found this one job. She's like, the description looks like everything you do. And I'm like, all right, well, let me try it out. So I apply. I think I was hired within like 8 days.
Oh, nice.
But it was quick. But once I figured out, like, I think my old boss, he knew I was getting ready to leave. Yeah. But he didn't know how soon, and I didn't know how soon. My mom had already given the blessing that I could finally leave. My dad, he was holding on. He was like, "Oh no, son. You know, I don't know if the grass is green on the other side." And I said, "Dad, I live in an apartment. I don't have grass." So
I ain't got to worry about that.
Look, that ain't my problem to deal with. I'm out of here. So he's nervous. A lot of like the family, they were excited for me to be leaving, but they were like, well, no, we don't want you to leave because that means you don't get the access. And I'm sure all parents are like that.
100%.
But everybody was like, well, we know she makes your life better. You're happy with her. So we can't stop you. But if we could convince her to come up here, we definitely ain't going to stop trying that either. But I'm like, Haley, she had a home already. So I'm like, if we put my money, your money, and your home, we're going to be all right. Our biggest issue now is we might have a little too much wiggle room. So we've been sitting around. This wedding became a few more expensive zeros than we thought. But it's not that big of a push because we got the bread now. But it's like still like, whew. And I didn't realize how important joint income is. I'm not good with money. So this is how I said from the start when I got this job, I said, let me get it together. I have 50% of my check goes straight to the wife or the joint account.
I love it.
40% goes to me. And 10% is my if she puts me out account. So let's just hope that I don't get put out because there's only 10% per month.
But I said you ain't got that much, cuz you better up the percentage.
No, that's insurance. I say, listen, you better act right. You only got 10% to be able to deal with. So if you don't act right, you in some trouble.
Man, you
McDonald's, I don't even know what it tastes like, but I'm gonna have to learn.
I'm about to find out, boy.
Lordy, so but
That
when do
is
y'all
too
plan
funny,
on?
bro.
Do y'all have y'all moved in together yet, or how's all that working?
No, we're gonna stay separated until we tie the knot. That's just how we're gonna do it. So I moved her down here,
Okay.
and she's living in where I was living, which is the townhouse, and I'm back at the crib with the parents. Yeah,
Just to getting
we got it.
spirits right. I'm sure your pastor probably
Yeah. Well, my that and my of course my parents and my pastor. So it's like, and that's just kind of how my
They don't want no
parents were when
grandbabies
they were
before
trying
the
to.
wedding. I understand.
Yeah. We don't want to. We don't want to go in.
Yeah,
Like
I got it. I didn't have a choice. 4 hours changes a lot of things.
Yeah.
Man, the relationship looks different though when the proximity is closer. You start to,
Yes.
and I tell everybody, I don't know. I'm glad this might be weird. I'm kind of glad we did have long distance before we moved,
Yeah.
because like
It
even
helps,
when
bro.
you have
It helps.
like days like today, we wake up and I'm like, hey, you're annoying me, but I'm so glad you're like in proximity to annoy me because I remember what it was like to be annoyed and 4 hours away. And you don't
Yeah.
know when the next time you're gonna run into them to be unannoyed or to fix whatever is not really a problem.
Facts.
So
Facts.
it's an adjustment, and it's like a fresh air in the same relationship in a
Yeah.
sense. 'Cause you started
Yeah.
something new because living together or being close to each other, it's just different. That
Bro, proximity is one of the things that kind of makes or breaks a relationship, bro.
yeah, if you can do
Like,
it far, doing it close is not that difficult at
yeah,
all.
100%, 100%. But if it's like one of those things where, like, if she was to still be in Reno, Nevada,
How'd y'all make that
that's
work?
far.
That
That's
is
far, bro.
super far. Did you have to,
That's
how many
far.
flights? How long is the flight? 3.5 hours at least?
It
From Atlanta,
was. I'm about to say I would fly. Where would I fly to? It was like I would have a layover somewhere, and then I would go. And the flight from the layover would be about 3.5, something like that.
so
I
they
can't
probably,
remember.
I don't know why they booked everybody out of Atlanta. Like when I came from Sacramento, they sent me
Yeah,
straight. I mean, they sent me when I did just no layover straight across, but
yeah,
everything ports in Atlanta if you're going up to the north corner, and then
yeah,
Houston is the port if you're somewhere down south, like in Arizona. They'll port you
yeah.
out of Houston and then back over.
Man, the way they got it set up, bro, is depending on like what airline you're flying will depend on where you go next. So like, there's been times where I've gone from Birmingham to Charlotte to Florida, or Birmingham to Atlanta to Florida, or like I like passed over the place I was going. Oh, I went from Birmingham, I think, to San Francisco. No, I went from Atlanta to San Fran, and then from San Fran to Reno. So I literally flew right over Nevada
They had to
just
come
to
back.
come back. Like I was like, yo, that's got to be the goofiest flight plan.
That does
But I
sound
mean,
crazy.
to each his
Is she
own, bro.
adjusting
The
to
way
Alabama well? Does she say everyone in Alabama talks
I think
funny?
so. Oh
Was she
yeah.
an athlete as
Oh
well,
yeah.
or
Huh?
was she an athlete?
Yeah, she did acro in at Oregon.
Acro, what's
Yeah,
that?
acrobatics. So like not cheerleading,
And not gymnastics
but and not gymnastics. It's like
in the middle.
yeah, it's like a solid hybrid.
So is it like an NCAA athlete? Like, do they have like
Yeah.
competitions like cheer and gymnastics?
Yes, they do. Exactly like that. Kind of like have you ever heard of like Ace?
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Oh, so like competitive dance
Competitive.
gymnastics, pretty much.
Yeah, that's it.
Ouch.
That's it. So
Was she able to find something in Birmingham? Because I don't know many acrobatic Birmingham. Oh no, well she's not doing that
no,
professionally.
no, she's not doing that anymore. Now she's studying to get her master's in nutrition.
Oh, nutritionist.
Yeah,
That means you.
yeah.
Has your diet changed since she's moved down?
Oh, bro, it's night and day. Night and day, bro. I went from like eating out fast food to cooking every night, drinking kombucha, eating dates,
Ooh.
cauliflower. I mean,
Oh, that six
everything,
pack
bro.
showing up though. I tell you that.
The weight coming off, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's coming off.
Jesus.
Show, but like just like all over, just I just feel weight. Like
Better.
talk about getting my body right, bro. Like
Yeah, listen, that it's the 10
what,
times rule. They say women make your life 10 times better. I'll
man?
tell you
What,
that.
bro?
I tell
I
everybody
don't.
I hate fast food because I'm so used to either I'm at home and I'll cook a meal or she's at home and she'll cook a meal and
Yeah,
there's no like keeping tally, but you just know you're not going out. If you're going
yeah,
out,
no,
sushi, we'll probably get sushi every now and then. That's
yeah,
our like
yeah.
but I hadn't went to I mean, I ain't seen McDonald's in almost a year at this point.
Oh yeah, bro. Nah, I can't remember the last time I got some fast food. I don't count Chick-fil-A because that's the lowest chicken, so that don't count. But McDonald's or Taco Bell, Burger King, Popeyes, nope.
Okay, so children,
Ain't even thought about it.
are you right after the marriage trying to do the children, or are you gonna spend the year and then have the kids?
We've done a fair amount of traveling already.
Okay.
So like the travel with my wife thing, we're kind of already doing that.
So you're ready
At
to
least on the like
get on
domestic
paper.
side. Eventually, we'll I mean we'll make the trips over across the pond at some point. But I want kids. She want kids. Moms want kids.
Oh, of
Dad
course.
want kids.
Have you realized
So,
that once your parents know that you're ready to be married, they start throwing that kid pressure on you hard. They say no
bruh,
pressure. They go,
what?
no pressure, but we think you're gonna be a great father. What?
Nah, bruh. My parents ain't even hit me with the no pressure, bro.
They say,
They
hey,
just said when they coming.
come on now, quit playing.
When they come.
Listen,
When we gonna
man.
get some
Like
grandbabies?
we
I'm
just
like,
they started telling you about their car plans. My mom told me, yeah, I'm trying to get a new car, but if you ain't gonna have no grandbaby, I ain't gonna know what car to have. Mom, that's not my job to make you pick your own car.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I
They want them
can't
kids
have no
bad.
baby in no Corvette. What?
They want them kids bad, bro. I
Jesus.
don't blame them. I want them
Well,
bad too. So
you're the oldest though, so you're the
I'm
first
the
person to
oldest.
bring a child home anyway.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
they're
I'm the
like,
oldest, and I'm the first one to get married. So like,
that's
what
crazy.
comes next? Kids.
Is the relationship with the sisters going well with the wife? That's the most
Yeah,
important one.
yeah, definitely. So they get along great actually. My mom and Rihanna were just out in Reno for the bridal shower.
Uh huh.
They had a blast, had a great time. So they get along great. Brianna's a planner and Kyla is a planner, so they get along fantastically. And Brittany and Kyla as well too. So sisters, solid,
That's
super solid. Yeah, yeah, which is exciting.
all right. Not bad. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure. Okay, let's see. What was my next one? Groomsmen, bridesmaids. Tell me everything on that end.
Groomsmen got the homies in there.
Okay.
Got
Any
one of her
siblings?
cousins and her brother.
No
Yeah, so
siblings.
got Marlon. Marlon's my best man. Marion has a basketball game on the day of the wedding.
Oh God.
So
Yeah,
he can't come, which is tragic because he's gonna be with the groomsmen. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna be close. I was like, either he's gonna have a game like right before or right after, but I didn't think he would have one on the literal day.
I got you.
And so
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. My younger brother is one of my third groomsmen, and
yeah,
he is expecting a child around that time. So I'm a little like,
ooh,
I'm like, please tell the baby pop out early.
yeah, yeah, get the baby out
The
early for
baby's
sure.
due early March, but I'm like, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
That's a fact.
Seriously.
That is a big fact, actually.
So I'm like, I mean, you sure you could do it? And I keep asking, I'm like, hey, are you sure? So does that mean y'all even doing a bachelor party since you got an hour?
I think we're gonna just do something like the night of the rehearsal dinner.
Oh, okay, that ain't so bad.
Yeah,
I'm big on
yeah.
sports, so I'm actually what we're trying to set up is I want a Ravens. I'm trying to go to the Steeler Raven game because I'm a
Ooh,
big Steeler.
Baltimore,
You said what? No,
Baltimore, and
the one
Pittsburgh.
in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
big Steeler fan, like super big.
That's gonna be a matchup because Pickens. and Claypool.
Listen. I'm not a man that's crazy. If our quarterback is still our quarterback, your brother's gonna have a really good day. Listen, I'm a man of logic. Like I said,
Hey, look, bro. Look. All
I,
right, so when they played the Dolphins, bro, everything was cool while Hump was in the game.
yeah,
When Hump left the game,
it was
these
over.
boys threw up 353 touchdowns. I was like, dog.
Well, my big
What?
question was with that though. I'm thinking to myself, does it just mean because they've been out so long now they don't have time to get back? Is that why it just wasn't able to work?
Man,
You get
I
what I'm
don't know
saying?
what it. I don't know what it was, bro. But I think it was like a lack of experience, honestly.
I mean, that's just listen. Another thing is they're gonna have to pay that boy, the guy who can throw the ball.
Hey, man, look,
I've never seen
look,
somebody fumble a bag so bad the way they
look,
fumbled
bro.
that bag.
He gonna he gonna make them pay for it, bro.
Oh,
As
no,
you can see,
he's gonna make them
he's
pay.
going to make them. They gonna have to break the bank, bro. If he continue to play the way he playing now,
Oh, just the bank. That's
he
all you
gonna
got.
break. He gonna break the bank, bro.
Lordy.
He gonna break the entire. They gonna He gonna make them pay for it for
So
sure.
you got your groomsmen, got your bridesmaids. Reception's gonna be pretty much on the farm as well.
Reception's gonna be on the farm. Yep,
So
yep. It's gonna be
it's a
like side by
are you gonna
side.
have more of an intimate wedding and a bigger reception, or pretty much whoever shows up to the wedding is also going to the reception as well?
Yeah, whoever's going into the wedding is gonna be at the reception. Like I think the two like things are set up side by side. So like wedding here, and then
Is that
reception.
big
Like
walk? What's the
yeah. So
colors?
people.
What colors y'all rocking?
The biggest color is it's like an emerald green.
Oh, we're doing
That's
lavender,
not
right,
it's not
Haley?
really the color, but it's
We're
like
doing
that
lavender,
color.
right? Yeah, lavender. That's the color.
Lavender. I like it.
Picked out the
I like
ties.
it. Yeah. I don't know. I got a funny suit combo for the
What color?
reception.
I'm doing charcoal gray with lavender.
Ooh, okay. Fine. I got like it's like a checkered joint. I
Really?
can't even remember what it looked like, to be honest.
Check.
But the suit, fine.
Now, the thing that
The
has
suit
me
for
is
the
the
wedding gonna be
photographer. That's what's not fine. It's super expensive.
bro. I mean, hey,
All of
bro.
it's expensive.
Everybody say, bro. Like we
Once you
started
just
getting
start
everything
spending, you're
lined up.
spending.
Yeah, yeah. We started getting everything booked, and then deposit here, deposit here, deposit. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. When I moved in, I was like, "Oh yeah, I can get me a hard top, put some new subs in the car, some more subs." And then I said, "You know, we can fall in love after the wedding too. Let me wait."
yeah. Hey,
It's
so I tell you,
expensive.
bro.
You start
Like,
looking. Look, every time you think you got play money, you say, "You know what? Let me
no,
go put this back in the 10% account. I'm playing
hey,
around."
let it go. Every time you think you got play money, it's gone.
What's play money?
Like
Yeah,
it's gone.
play with your money you want to.
You
Don't get
and look,
played out.
while you looking like, oh yeah, it's already leaking just out the account. So
Okay,
yeah,
so with the new relationship being closer, how does that affect it work? Like, how does that affect the business? Are you more inspired to create, less inspired? Is it hard to get the work family balance now? Because now you have family in such proximity.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
How's it going?
Nah, it's all man, everything is just amplified. So like my desire to create has been better, if
Really?
anything.
That's good.
Work's been easier. Because as of now, I mean, my work has been predicated upon the market. I'm trying to build my own investment portfolio. So
Huh?
the prices was, and the prices are still really, really high. Interest rates are really, really high. So it's like in a little bit of a lull right now. Inventory is still kind of low. But the brand, man, just I connected with a friend that does consulting, and so we got a plan put together. So that's put me back focused. It hasn't hindered me at all, man. It's really made things way easier. Like if I
Any
want to
good
go see
vibe
Brianna,
nutrition is coming?
what's that?
Good vibe nutrition is coming?
Oh, there's going to be some type of collab, 100%,
Yeah, I mean, I've
hundred
never
percent.
met a nutritionist now that I think about it.
Yeah, man, bro. She knows a lot, and she wants to focus on women and pregnancy and hormones. because that's kind of like her background. And she did
Okay.
some like trial and error nutrition stuff with herself, and has been able to pull her own hormones to where they need to be. So that's where her heart lies as far as the nutrition side goes. But next year, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there now. Wellness retreat. Yep.
Send me the link. I'll show up.
Oh yeah. I'm
I'm trying
definitely
to.
gonna let you know because that's gonna be. We're gonna do like 1.5 hour sessions first, and then we'll like top it off with a like full day or 5-6 hour day
Makes sense.
wellness retreat. So like we'll do some planning and trial and error with the like one
Might bring the
hour
pod over there so
on
we
the
can have
phone
some
notes.
conversations with people like that.
Bro, that'd be perfect.
I mean,
Actually,
for
that
me,
would be perfect.
since I moved down, my desire to create has amplified myself. It's like I'm also venturing into other things, like with the I Speak Coach, which
Yeah,
brand I'm cooking now. Because I always been cooking, and I always posted
yeah.
after pictures. I'm like monetization, and I've had. This is weird. The job looked like I was going to do the same amount of work as I did in the old job. Not a chance. They literally emphasize work family balance. Like today, I worked. How long I worked? From 12 to 5,
Yeah,
and I was done for the day. Last week, I didn't work at all.
really.
Just on call, just in case. The week before that, just in case. It's when I work, but and then it's salary non-exempt. So if I work 40, I get 40. If I work 60, they pay me for 60. If I work 20,
Yeah,
they pay me for 40. So
nice.
it's really nice, but it gives you more
Yeah.
time to focus on. I finally bit the bullet, bought me a MacBook Pro just to get. I said
Ah,
it's time. I
yeah.
moved. It's the last gift I'm gonna give myself before it's over with. I bought
Yes,
a
sir.
mic. Haley
Yeah,
was very much so. She was like, "Well, it's for the pod. I think you should do it." So
yeah.
I
Facts,
finally,
facts.
actually, last week I closed out Birmingham altogether. So that
I
was
like it.
it was a lot. It was fast.
Yeah,
So I tell everybody, please take some time off before you switch to a new job. I
yeah,
left
bro.
my last job on a Friday. The next Monday I was back at work,
Dang,
and I had
took a
moved,
weekend.
and I moved 4 hours in between that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's
And I
tough,
don't
bro.
know if I grilled that weekend. I probably did. Try to
Knowing you, you probably did.
Probably did.
You
So
probably
what's
did.
Wagyu beef? Because when you sent me a link, I
Yeah,
said I didn't know they made Wagyu beef ribs. I didn't know
I
what.
didn't. I didn't either. I didn't either. I just I received a package, seasonal package
Okay.
from an anonymous source, and it came with yes, and it came with a bunch of different stuff, So,
Probably some
um,
elk and everything else included.
yeah, hey, it came with some stuff, bro. So I had a friend. I can't remember where I was. I think I was out of town somewhere. And so I had a friend. I was like, hey man, he lives like 5 minutes from my parents' crib. I was like, can you go pick this up for me? Blah blah blah. He was like, absolutely. So boom, I threw him 2 steaks. I was like, for helping me out, here, please take these, blah blah blah.
Probably looked at
And
you like,
went over to another friend's crib, grilled over there, boom. I was like, they got some steaks. And I was like, ribs, bro. I ain't really gonna finesse these ribs, bro. And I was like, let me hit up Trey, bro. Because anybody gonna cook some ribs, Trey gonna cook some ribs.
the funny thing is, a lot of people like my pork ribs. I don't eat pork, so I'll be really
What?
winging it. And they be like, "Man, this is off the chain." I'm like, I hope so, because I can't eat it. Like,
What?
yeah, but my dad he
You
taught
really?
me how to cook a pork rib. That was the first thing I learned how to grill. Actually, it was
Bro,
like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We wake up. He throw me out there. He like, "Hey, good luck." I'm like, "What you mean?" Because
good luck.
a rib will look done a lot faster than it's actually done, and it can
Yeah,
brown. It takes maybe 30 minutes, and your rib will look like it's all the way done. You have to cook it, and my dad, we always cook on what we call the indirect heat method. So we put the charcoal in one corner, let it heat up, settle down. We put the meat that like the slow cooked meat, we put it on the indirect side, and then we'll cook the chicken on the hot side. So we put the cheap meats and we'll cook the cheap meats, keep the expensive meat on the left side. And then whenever you want to put some brown on the rib or so, like give it a little color, you just move the rib over to the hot side for a few minutes, flip it, give it a crust, but you keep it tender. and pretty much you just wait till the bone has to slide out. It's ready to go. Indirect heat is the easiest way to cook stuff. Now, we'll tell somebody though, if you're cooking indirect heat at like 400, it's still cooking it. So be careful with. And since I got more time now, one, I messed up. We have a butcher that's like 10 minutes down the street, not even.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even look at Walmart meat the same. No offense to Walmart.
Nah, bro.
Butcher meat is just different.
It is different, bro.
It tastes just different. And we like, I mean, now I got more time. I'm home more. Because I used to, this was my schedule when we were doing long distance. Friday morning, I'm trying to be done with work by noon. Drive to Biloxi. Probably me and Haley probably do a movie or something that night. Rest. Wake up Saturday. I'm grilling probably up until about 2:00 in the afternoon. Then prepping her food. Sunday, probably about 3:00. I'm back on the road. We did that for at least 7-8 months. So even though I was grilling, I didn't really have much time to be able to wiggle with it. Say, all right, I got time to do this. It got to get done if I'm going to do it. So I got to set up the time because I'm already going to lose X amount of hours with my partner because I want to grill.
Yep.
Because I won't cook with a gas grill to save my life. I'm charcoal. I've been trying this Royal Oaks. They have this like Royal Oaks hickory. It's so much easier to grill with it. Like, I don't know why. I just wanted to change from the Kingsford, and I changed to the little brisket chunks. They're a little easier to cook with. So I've been trying that. I don't know. I don't think I'll actually make like a food channel, but I do know I know how to prep food in case it goes. I tell everybody though.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
I tell everybody I'm at that phase now. I'm like got so much time. I want to be able to master X, Y, and Z. Because my engineer, I told him, hey, I want to be able to do this podcast thing by myself. So I'm working on the audio myself. I said I need to get some visuals. I got to get that working. So I got the visuals upgraded, got the audio upgraded, new mic. Now I'm recording channels. I'm like, I'm doing so much. And my dad here, he goes, hey, son, you got more time at house. You play the video game every now and then. Why don't you create you a Twitch? I'm just saying, I'd watch you. You entertaining. But it's like you got so much time now to create that you don't want to. We don't have to do anything in our family. That's like our family crest, like no half doing. So if you're going to do it, do it 100% or you don't do it at all. So I'm like, let me get everything that I'm doing now 100% where I've mastered it before I start to do something else. But it's also, sometimes I do so much work outside, I forget that I went to school for engineering. I'm like, oh, crap. I'm sure your brother's starting to deal with that. Did he go to school for entertainment? Like nobody will have a clue. But it's like you realize in doing your profession that there's something else that you're really good at, and you don't. The balance is difficult because I still have to keep that. Lately, I've had a super create mind. I haven't had a super engineer mind going on. So it's not I don't want to fix stuff. I want to make stuff, start stuff new, and it's like my job still relies in being able to repair things that are down. So keeping that balance is a little bit difficult.
It is.
And then this doesn't make as much money because it's brand new. So you're like, I'd rather stick to the stream that makes me a floodgate rather than this little creek.
Yeah, man. It's yeah, bro. I can respect the family crest for sure. For sure. But also too, the cooking channel, bro, would probably be so easy for you that you wouldn't even like, bro. People love food, bro.
No, my hard part is it's the recording and the cutting and the cleaning. I didn't realize how dirty I was until Haley made me realize I'm good at cooking, but I promise you, from beginning to end, it's the grace of God that makes the end taste and look as good as chaos. I mean, I can make water turn dirty just by like it's bad. Like I know what I'm doing, and also I'm really bad at explaining to people. I'm like, hey man, just do a little shimmy of this on there, look, like those aren't instructions. What's an of seasoning? Like what type of seasoning? Yeah, and then also when you start making certain stuff, you're like, I don't even want to tell everybody what come in this day. Might not make
your secrets.
So, I tell everybody lately though, I've been there's this stuff called onion butter. It's if you look near, it's in every Walmart. They have the Blackstone. If
Mhm.
you know where they sell like the Blackstone accessories, they have seasonings, and there's this stuff called onion butter. I will. You can put onion butter on bread and it tastes good.
Onion butter.
Onion butter, and then they have a honey garlic seasoning. Top of the line.
Hmm.
You can put it on any piece of meat or any vegetable. Makes it taste good. Not high on any type of calories. It's more of a. The older I get, the less salt I like, the more pepper I prefer. I don't
Hmm.
know what's going on with that. I guess it's just I'm getting older, and then once you start removing certain things out of your diet, you can
Yeah.
taste so aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
I am so. Once I learn how to get this sugar out of my diet. Speaking of which,
Oh man.
how do you do it? Like, can you do it? Have you been there? How you been able to do it?
I be cheating, bro. I be cheating. I ain't gonna lie.
And she know
Like
too,
I,
though.
oh yeah, I got a sweet tooth, bro. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. It don't. I mean, try to. I mean, everything in moderation. Like I don't.
I
I
eat
don't go
Twizzlers. I mean, they can't be that
crazy,
sugary.
but man, look, moderation, bro.
You gotta stop.
Right here by the
Listen,
computer, bro.
hey, at least
And
you.
look, my fiance gave me these.
So she know you do. That's the other
She
thing. Haley
know.
does. She, if I'm having a good week as a fiance that week, I know I'm gonna get in a bag of Twizzlers, and then she
Oh,
like,
100%.
I'm supposed to be eating the whole thing in one night. We shouldn't have gave it to me that night then.
Shouldn't have gave me the whole bag.
You knew I was gonna at least try to eat the. Because Twizzlers for me, I grab them and I get
Oh
down.
yeah.
Especially, I mean, we've been watching that Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard this.
Me
I
and her
heard
have
this.
been having the biggest debate about if Jeffrey Dahmer should be considered a hate crime or not.
Hmm.
Because he had a very specific audience, in my opinion. But in her opinion, she's like, I think he just wanted to kill anything that he could get to excessively. In my head, I'm like, he just excessively got the same group of people all the time. It's a little specific, in my opinion. If you were African
Yeah.
American and you
He
like,
he targeted a niche.
I'm like, I'm
He ain't
just saying.
going for the back.
That's like to me. She's like, no, he's a basketball player. I'm like, no, he Klay Thompson from the corner. He can shoot the
Yeah,
three real
exactly.
well. Let's ask this man to dribble and see how it goes. Totally
Uh-huh. Yeah.
change up his scenery. Let's see how that would work.
Right.
It's
Right.
also crazy to think that, like, I don't know. The older I get, it's weird to realize how many times people idolize the criminal more so than the victims, and how I don't know why our society obsesses with getting into the minds of people who are so, I guess, off keel. I've never understood that concept. For me, I think I'd spend more time on investing into a pastor than I will a serial killer. Like, let me
Oh
figure
yeah.
that story.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
it's
I think it's a just a just like it's so like extreme that it's like people are like just trying their hardest to wrap their head around the concept of what is actually happening. Like it's just like so just like how and like I don't know, they're just becoming inquisitive, I guess.
speaking of which, when we last spoke, you had that statement where about when you ask somebody, you just got offended because I said everybody gets offended. How have you since then seen faith and offense work against each other? Because to me, I guess more so lately, politics and faith have been able to hit each other in the face and they're not actually swinging at each other. Like to
Mm.
me, faith has gotten, the more I get faithful, the less I'm arguing about certain Christianities, if that makes sense. It's just not worth my time. I don't believe the God I serve will ever allow me to pass judgment or take the role of God. So I don't know how to even approach people who are doing that and using the guise of, well, Christianity says I'm like, you got power, but it's not the power you think that you have.
Yeah.
And if you keep using it in the way you have it, you're not going to be able to keep the power you want.
Yeah.
Like,
I
have you seen
think
that because you're a creator and you're a very
yeah.
Christian based man. Like, so like, we know you walk with your faith. You don't have to like throw your faith at people. You can see it.
Yeah, no. Nah, nah. Man, bro, the older I get, the more I let people do whatever they're gonna do, say whatever they're gonna say. I mean, all I can do is say what I'm gonna say, but I mean, it's to the point now, bro. I don't have the
Is
mental
it harder to
capacity.
defend your views, or is it just like you'd rather not even have to mention it? Because I think the
Well, most
older I get, it's like I want to tell people about the greatness that my life has been granted by God, but you start throwing God, and people start getting upset. Well, does your God do this, that, and third? I'm like, whoa.
Hey, that's why I'm glad that they have a little heart next to most of these comments on TikTok and Instagram. Oh, I just hit that like. Like I had a video of when I was talking about hope doesn't work. And if
Uh-huh.
you actually watch the video, you understand that I'm clearly saying you can't just hope and expect the plan that you hope for
Faith
to
without
work.
works is dead.
Exactly. A lot of people kind of took the wrong angle on that. Like they thought I was just saying don't hope. Whatever you hope for ain't gonna happen, even because you hope for it. And I was like, I was like, hit that heart. Just hit that heart. You can't. I mean,
Can't
you
please everybody.
can't. Exactly, bro. You can't break down a concept so minutely that you reach everybody. You
Also,
kind
there's
of
the,
gotta
the
let
person
people.
that's looking to go against whatever grain is set.
Exactly. 100%. Like I actually, in this particular comment, I think I responded once, and they came back with something else, and I was just like, oh, they still not really grasping. Like it was more of a when I was saying hope doesn't work, it was more of a like dreams, goals concept. Not like hoping
Or you
you
can't just
overcome.
sit down. You
Yeah,
can't. I guess my best way to put it: if you want your chicken seasoned, you can't just take the chicken out the package and hope it tastes like X, Y, and Z. You got to put some salt on it.
exactly.
You
You
got
gotta
to
put
give
some
it some
salt on it.
time to marinate,
Right.
and you
Like
then got to cook it.
it's steps in between that hope and the end goal.
You don't
you
just go
you
from a
typically
bland,
gotta
bland
take
piece
those
of
steps.
chicken to an Instagram with the little parsley flakes on. It doesn't work like
Exactly,
that.
bro.
You got to do
Exactly.
something in between that. You might not
Exactly,
do a
bro.
lot, but you got to do something.
Yeah. So like that's what when it
Oh,
comes down to bro, my faith, by the grace of God, I'm here and I'm doing this. You
amen.
got an issue with that?
Mhm.
You can. My email is drec. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna. Why
Argue.
do I have to sit here and argue with you? You know what I'm saying? You
So,
just gotta let the
are you
folks be.
purchasing a home soon then? Because I know you said you have a townhouse. If
Yeah.
you have a
So
family, that means you're probably going to expand from a townhouse.
listen, bro. I am speaking into existence, talking
Go ahead.
directly to God. I want triplets.
Triplets? I want twins.
Triplets, bro.
But if it's up to
Triplets, bro.
me, twin girls,
Triplets.
I can call it a life.
Triplets, bro. I want
Really?
triplets. And so, and I was like,
How
I
old is
was
she?
literally, what's that?
How old is she?
She was 25.
You got a better chance. They say the
Yeah,
older you
yeah,
get, the more you have a chance of
yeah,
like
yeah,
hitting the
yeah.
twins, and you start dropping eggs like at like a
I,
faster rate.
yeah. So I was like, listen,
Triplets. You gotta go get a
triplets.
5-bedroom home.
Yeah, that. And I was like, this is how it's gonna happen. You're gonna get pregnant. Then we're gonna buy. I'm gonna buy you the Rivian. She wants the Rivian, one of the Rivian cars,
Okay.
new electronic
The little
vehicle
one with the
cars.
little weird eyes that looks like a big
Yeah, yeah,
oval circle.
that one. Yep.
I want a
And
hybrid
I was
Jeep.
like, you're gonna get that. Yeah, dang, them tough.
I
So
have
I
a
was like, it's
regular.
gonna get. Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah, that's tough too.
Oh, you want
I
the
was like,
Rivian?
you gonna get pregnant. We gonna go to like hear the heartbeat. Doctor's gonna be like, oh, it's multiple heartbeats in here. Then we're gonna scoop the car. Boom.
Boom.
It's going.
Man, have you realized when
Oh,
you once you know you start declaring, like I was telling Haley, we went fishing, and I said, in 3 years we're buying a boat. She said we're gonna have kids by it. I said, in 3 years I'm buying a boat.
yep.
And like you start prophetically speaking a lot easier because
Oh yeah.
I tell everybody, all it takes for men in faith, it takes one time for you to say, I want this, and it happens. Once it happens, oh, it's indestructible. Like I was like,
Hey.
I want a partner, I want a home, I want
Yeah.
my Jeep Wrangler, probably by 30. He gave it to me
Yep.
by 26. I said,
There you go. I got one more thing I'm left out.
I'm like, hey, since you out here being generous, guy. I mean, 6'2".
You better.
Okay. Too much to ask. My bad.
Let me get an inch or two at least. That's a minimum.
Here you go. Baby, we got new money for some new shoes. Oh, you funny.
Power in the tongue, my guy.
That is a serious. It also makes me worried though, because the people who I hang around, if I hang around people now, I'm very picky about how much energy has to be shared over. Or I'm very cool with people figuring out what happened at the end rather than having to tell them my way through it. To me, only person who really needs to know my plans all the way through and through is Haley. That's it.
Yeah.
Haley and God. I mean, the rest of it, people will just figure it out as it comes. Because it's
I mean, they gonna see it. You know?
Honestly, no, they probably won't. I'm not really big on posting on socials. The more blessings I get, the less I get. I promise you. I really use my socials as like, hey, subscribe to my podcast. Bye.
That's all I got for you.
Literally, the last post I posted, I'm like, update. New job. Moved. We happier than ever. Bye.
Subscribe to the pod. That's it.
That's it.
I love it though.
But
easy. That's how it's supposed to be though too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like everything ain't for social media. Like you don't gotta post everything to social media. That's why nobody knew I was in a relationship until I proposed. Like people are like, I didn't even. Well, that was the point.
But another thing is, everybody also said, well, he wasn't moving like he was in multiple relationships, so you get it. It makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if you look,
I treat the social media thing. It's different. Like even when I know you as a person, so it's like your social media. I know you got a brand. You have certain stuff you have to do. You're not gonna ever damage your integrity, but this isn't for you to make best friends with. You're pretty much trying to be a vessel to spread the gospel to people any way you can. That's your job on social media.
Purpose, bro.
If you can't call you or send you a text message, it doesn't matter what you post on your socials. You're not close enough. If you can't get the text message, hey, bro, I saw it. Congratulations, my guy. Thanks.
Yeah.
Blessings to you. It doesn't matter how you feel.
Exactly.
And there's going to be somebody who doesn't. You can post a black screen on social media. And somebody who wanted you to post a white screen is going to say, hey, what's up, man? Why you couldn't do the zebra?
Hey.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't think about this being my representation of me. Social media should no longer be a representation of who you are, because you're evolving every day. And I don't think everybody wants to see you change every day. And no one's going to post on Instagram their terrible day. Although they do have to stop that crying on social media. I'm just
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm like,
because like, bro, it ain't. Especially when I can understand that you are mid video not crying. First video, like start the video not crying and end up crying.
Some tears flow.
But if the video start with you crying, that means you was crying. It was like, oh, let me pull this up. I
just want to know everything I've been going through. Baby, I'm like, to get a tissue, wipe your face. You know how your parents, when you still like hurt your hand and you be like, I hurt my, and they say, wait, baby, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Then once you like took that, now tell me what's going on. People need to start recording after they then fix their face.
After right.
Actually, no. Let's just wait till the next day because I don't know. Lordy. So what's new coming up for outside of the relations, personal goals that you have that you want to set, different aspirations you're leaning towards?
The big, what's next? So just dropped a new wave of shirts for GVG. And this wave of content completely different. And this is how I've always wanted to drop merch, with first starting with what the merch. Oh, my computer's about to die.
This is the part where I tell a really bad joke. What did the chicken cross the road for? I don't know. I live in the city.
What? Was that the joke?
Yeah, that was my joke. I live in the city. We don't have chickens. I think his phone died. Hello? Check. Yep, it died.
Yeah.
And we are back. Drake had a few technical difficulties. The Holy Spirit caught his phone and
Caught my laptop slipping.
where were we?
Um, you just had asked me what's coming up, and I was telling you
And
about
you were telling me about
new GVG
new and
marketing.
your layout is finally the way you want it to be. So
Yeah, so like websites cleaner, starting to post more videos to the YouTube channel.
YouTube channel. You need to if you're gonna put the marketing, you gotta tell the links.
GVG brand is the name of the YouTube channel. Y'all can subscribe. We got golly, we in the last like week and a half we dropped like 4 videos. One on the magazine that I'm working on getting ready to, well, I'm trying to get the like printing of it right. Yeah, the magazine is called Only Vibe. It's honestly dope, bro.
That's
like
big.
I mean, all my notes is like filled with ideas, thoughts, questions, comment. I mean, like quotes, like just stuff that I think all these little nuggets, bro, they like have helped me along the way in some capacity. And so I basically just put that in like a 1-page like form.
Okay.
And so like each page has like a nugget of enlightenment.
Not that bad.
So I'm really, I love it.
You should make a podcast series with your Monday quote thing that you had.
Oh, the quote talks?
Quote talks would have been a heck of a podcast.
Bro.
It still can be.
Late. I'm about to say it's not too late.
Listen, I would subscribe. I have something to listen to. I used to be excited about those.
Bro,
I think
I still am.
Well, I mean,
yeah, it's not too late. I definitely see, I'm trying to figure it out because I was trying to set up my house to be like a room in my house to be exactly. But now it's
create a new studio, and I get it.
Yeah. My brother has the studio at the farm, so now I just use that.
Yeah,
and it's like boom, perfect. I got the mics and everything already set up. So
the more I get older, the more I realize your brother is gonna be antisocial once he retires.
Yeah, he's never leaving that farm.
He's never leaving. Like every time I look up, I'm like, that's brand new on the farm. Oh wow, that's brand new on the farm.
Yeah, bro. We got to get you out there at some point.
One of these days.
Whenever you're back in the city, man. So like GVG brand, YouTube, Only Vibe magazine, shirts, Gold Crates,
TikTok now too. From what you said,
TikTok.
How's that going? I still haven't gotten TikTok. So anything you got on TikTok, I got not a clue.
I just started a new page, so I'm trying to build that thing up.
That's weird. I don't do
it's easy though, because I mean the stuff I post to. Yeah, it is. It's like depending on how your feed's set up or who's posting what. It's like you might see a minute clip, you might see a 30-second clip, you might see a 15-second clip. Okay. And every other platform has the reels, everything. Like YouTube has short YouTube shorts. Those are basically TikToks.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just the way it is now. But anyways, Ghost Creativity, Disrupt the Narrative, and Operation Override. Disrupt the narrative is disrupt that little voice in your head that's telling you can't do something.
Okay.
Or the narrative of your life that doesn't align with the way you want your life to look like.
Okay.
All right. Operation Override is going against your emotions and your feelings. So
logic.
You don't want to get up out of the bed, go work out, or you don't want to work out at all. You have a choice to override that emotion, that feeling, and work out. Eat healthier.
So that kind
drink more water. Journal. Yes, all of them are connected. Goals create activity is what we were talking about earlier. The hope and the dream and the plan. All the steps in between. That's activity. So you don't get the activity without first having the goal.
Absolutely.
So goals create activity. So those are the 3 shirts that we just dropped, and we dropped YouTube videos on it, TikToks. We dropped Instagram Reels, all of the content. And we dropped this beforehand, emails. We dropped all this beforehand then we drop the shirts, and that's how I've always wanted to structure the
So basically
drops.
build up the hype that you want and desire rather than saying, "Hey, I got a product, please come get it." You want people to anticipate emotion behind the product, not just the product.
Yep. I want people to know what the product means and stands for
Mhm.
before I drop the product.
You
Because
just don't
that way,
feel like you're just trying to get a check. You're doing more than just
yeah,
you could go and make a check elsewhere. You want this 'cause
bro,
you believe in it and you think it is necessary for the world.
100%, bro. 100%. Like I wrote a whole little, it was a whole, it was like a paragraph of just like, it was much like thinking and thought that I do, bro. I try to write it. So I got Grammarly and it helps me like
Fix all your
construct my
words up. I
words.
have a
Yeah.
wife. She's an
Yeah.
English teacher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Every time I say something wrong, she
Hey.
ate and
Yeah.
eat. My
Hey.
previous every
I
time I ate, you've eaten. Really?
said,
Well, I
really?
did both of you. It don't matter to me. It's done. Whatever
Either
has to be
way.
done is done. So you worked.
So
That means it
yeah,
matters what you said if you use Grammarly to.
yeah. I mean, but what I was writing specifically, I think this was yesterday. It was like, man, it doesn't matter if I turn GVG brand when I turn GVG brand into a 100K company
Okay,
if I haven't changed 100,000 lives. So like
that's tough.
getting there, it won't mean anything if I don't change the
The
trajectory.
money doesn't matter if it has no purpose.
Exactly, bro. If it's not changing people's lives, bro, I don't care about. I don't want
I understand that. Well,
it. And
that
that's
way you
how
might, but that keeps your business forever rather than just
exactly.
it's hot.
It's impact, bro.
Yeah.
Like the ripple effect got to ripple. It can't just be. I can't just expect it to ripple. I have to make it ripple. You got to throw a rock into the water to get the ripple.
And in this day and age, it's your motto is you're so unsalacious going into a salacious world. It's hard because most brands now they're trying to do something that's borderline cancel like just to get the exposure, and they'll
Yeah,
deal with
bro.
the. It's hard.
Consequences. Yeah.
It's so much harder to keep the straight line or follow
Yeah.
the positive slope without doing the drop to try to make a bigger. So I
Yeah.
admire it, but I'm on the same route because I tell everybody I'm like, do you know how hard it would be for me to get on here, find a current event to podcast about, say something hellacious, get 700 views plus?
Bro.
It would be, it wouldn't even take thought.
No, bro. It's stuff happening every day, bro. Get on Twitter for 5 minutes. You will find 4 or 5 events you can talk about every day.
More podcasts every day.
Yeah.
But
For real.
everybody else is saying the same thing. I'm like, I'm trying to
Exactly.
move myself from groupthink. Usually now, when there's a lot of current events going on, I really don't even have the desire to pod because I'm like, I don't want like the Jeffrey Dahmer is the only way somebody's gonna be able to realize what time period this is because I'm not interviewing current event people. I'm interviewing people who are in certain chapters of their lives going through certain things and certain
Yep.
steps that have to be taken. And most
Yeah.
of the people I talk to nowhere are at the finish line. They're just finally at that.
Right.
They're at the first hill where you get to sit down and say, "Whew, let's keep going."
Yep.
So like,
Yep.
I don't want anyone who's already at the top of the hill. There's
Yeah.
two removed from the guy who's at the bottom of the hill. Like,
Right.
it's hard for you at the tippity top to tell somebody, just work hard and keep climbing. Well, what step? I follow this step. I mean, I see you might have left a footprint here, but this footprint don't look like your size. Do I follow that one? No, you follow
Mm-hmm.
your own track. You just make sure you got your
Yeah.
safety nets at the bottom so you don't hit the ground.
Facts.
But where do I get the safety nets from? I can't teach you everything. Okay?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
So it's like
It's nice to talk to people in the process, man.
exactly, and I want I tell you, I don't care if you're successful or if you're failing or what. I want to see you trying because we don't have enough of that in today's
No, we
society
don't.
where people are like, yeah, I'm going through it, or yeah, I'm working through my brand, but I just got to engage. Like both of us,
Yep.
like
Yep.
that could either make us really comfortable and we don't have to do a single thing, or it could push us to work harder because you want children.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now I want to be able to have a part like, man, this parenting thing is kind of hard, or I'm kind of
Yeah.
happy, scared. Like I'm nervous. I want to
Yeah.
be the best parent, and I'm not one of those. Oh, my parents were the absolute worst. I had good parents. How can I be
Yeah.
better than that though? Because there is a way to be better. And how
There is
do
a way
I
to be
make
better.
this child be full of love in a world full of hate? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's. I want to be able to have conversations or be able to speak to people through that and say, hey,
Yeah.
this is tough.
Yeah.
I'm human, you human. We're trying. Let's talk about the struggles, and maybe I could pull something from you. Maybe you can
Yep.
pull something from me. Like you said triples, I said doubles, which means if that happens the way we work, we'll both have something like, hey, well, we got more than one at the same time. How do you do it?
Yeah.
Do you name
Yeah.
everyone the same name, or do you give everybody totally different?
How do you if they all identical? What color hat we give one?
Look, this is what you do. You say all three names, just see who look up. Like, okay, you come here.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Are y'all gonna do something like the M that you guys' family is so infamous for?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I think
You got any names you're thinking about?
She's
If a boy,
got a girl name.
okay.
I don't have any boy names.
No Marleys.
That I really like. Nah.
Okay.
I'm debating if I want to name somebody Rodriguez.
I don't think I want any juniors. Personally.
I only have known one person, and his name was Mardrakis.
Oh,
and that's the closest I've ever seen to my name.
yeah.
So,
I don't think I've. And then you go by Drec so much now.
Yeah. So
my family we do Devon. So my real name is Trevon.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's middle name is Travin with an A instead of an E. And every one of my siblings has Vaughn. Rankin is Davon. My youngest brother is Kevon. Amaya is Savon. My sister, my blood sister, who has same mom and father, is the only one who doesn't have the Vaughn. Even my uncle's middle name is Avon. So I said, we're cutting that. It's over with.
We're cutting it. Oh, you cutting it?
I'm out of here, man. Like, let's just start a new something. Like, I don't want it. I don't like it. I go by Trey most days.
Yeah.
Nobody calls me Trevon. Like, I don't even think I call me Trevon. I'll have to look at the mail and say, hey, Trevon got some mail. IRS looking for him. I hope they find it.
Got some mail.
I'm telling you, I'm like, I don't go by Trevon. Hey, when the last time you called me Trevon? When she's mad.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I never hear that name.
Yeah. No, I definitely get him Rodriguez quick in college, for sure.
Let me see.
Yeah, man. Life is getting more and more exciting, man. So got everything planned and locked for GVG brand. Like I said earlier, trying to build up this investment portfolio because that's the generational play.
Are you like a day trader?
So, well, yes, that trading, but I mean real estate.
Really?
So I'm looking to acquire multifamilies like duplexes, quadplexes, 10 unit, 15 unit. Yeah. So like I said, that's a generational wealth play. Like that's gonna be the cash flow. That's gonna be for all the kids. Like we got them triplets, bro. This cash flow gonna have to be built.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pay. So it's $33,000 a year because your kid's gonna be all out of state, like all of y'all were. Yep, $33,000 a year times 3. That's about $120K you're spending a year on college for 4 to 5 years, and don't let them go and get their masters.
Yep,
about $500,000 in school.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So that whole play, bro. That whole play will be solidified partially, at least, or started. Definitely within the next year.
Congratulations.
And working on that right now. So, and then I do a little day trading.
I'm not big on any of the Bitcoin, none of that.
Not necessarily the cryptos, bro, but like trade a little US 30, NASDAQ, SPY, Apple, Disney, kind of play around with those options, stuff like that.
My company that I work for, they give us a stock program. So basically, we get to buy in at a discounted rate, and every month it takes it out of my check. So I don't even see it. And they're like, hey, there'll be money in there soon. Oh, okay. I don't really look at it. My big goal is once it gets big enough to buy my car off.
There you go.
That money that I've been already spending, buy the car off, and don't touch it again. Let it just keep growing, and that'll be whenever there's a big purchase that needs to be made, and I'm just tired of paying monthly on it. Go ahead and buy it off.
Little nest egg.
I want to be able to teach my kids that though, so that means I got to learn it. Because, man, I wish my parents would have emphasized credit and disposable income. My children will know those by the time they walk out of my doors. What your credit means and disposable income. know
Like
what to do.
cash. That's why cash flow, bro. I want to be able to literally pull out of my own portfolio a quadplex, and this is now the LLC that my son and daughter have created. This is yours now. Put it in
Actually,
your LLC. Like,
that's so impressive to me. At
and
that
now you have the cash flow. And while you're still young, I can be watching how you manage it and
and
help you learn how to,
because that's
you know
another
what I'm
thing. If
saying?
you get all the wealth and you can't spread it. It's not actual generational wealth. It's
Exactly.
one
It has
generation
to
that did
go.
it.
Look, it has to go through the generations.
Like that's what the lineage has to matter to. It's like, and I tell everybody, for me, my parents never have been owners. So being a homeowner, learning the power of ownership and I guess the responsibility of ownership, it's
Yeah.
hard when you learn it by yourself. I don't want my kids to ever have to go through that. My parents taught me how to survive.
Yeah.
Survive is one of those things. It doesn't matter where you place me on God's green earth.
Right.
Can survive. But now,
Right.
like, I want to be able to own property. Me and Haley speak about we want to own because we went to Mississippi State. We want to own a condo somewhere up there that we can just
Hmm.
make real estate money off of once we
Yeah.
get home. Like I'm learning stuff. Like she texted me today, and we were like, she's like, "Oh yeah, babe, we were doing the insurance, and the insurance quote on the house has gone up, and it went from X to Y, and now it's higher than what we originally thought. So we got to find a medium to be able to put the
Yeah.
learning all of this and learning how the market works when you're selling a home. Like I want to be able to learn and teach that, and I want to be able to get through my failures. So once my kids get here or get to the place where they got to learn this stuff, it's a no brainer. And even if they do screw up, I got the when they screw up plan, and if they don't
Yeah.
screw up, I could just flip that to when they keep
Something
going.
else.
It,
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
but ownership's different, man.
It is.
So for you owning a home and a company, because those
Yeah.
are different ownerships in themselves.
100%.
It doesn't look the same.
No, it doesn't.
And one almost needs the other. For you to be able to own a home, you have to be able to own your business extremely
Yeah.
well. So I
Yeah,
don't
bro. It's assets and liabilities, man. Assets and liabilities, bro.
and
I
then
didn't know nothing about that until years ago. So it's all in what you know, man. You try to learn as much as you can so you can teach your kids.
yeah. Do you have employees or
Nah, it's
I
just
see
me.
now? Do you ever think you're gonna get to that point? Because I was gonna ask you
Yeah,
storefront. How
yeah. I don't know if we'll ever do a storefront though, bro. I
I heard
think
it's a lot of work. And then now everything's online now, so it's just so much easier.
yeah, exactly. Like I've had a vision of this like food truck, but it was like a gear truck, and like
Okay.
we we bouncing that thing around city to city based off where we have like
Like a
a
bus for
actual
product.
community. Yeah, like it'll be like it'll be like you walk in and there's gear everywhere, and then on
Uh-huh.
the top is like a tea coffee shop that we like let out these flaps, and it's like you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
yeah,
crazy.
the
I
vision the vision is crazy, bro. It's
I
just like
I'm just proud because the last time we spoke, you just had it all in your notes, and now you finally made it to a page. Next, I
oh
can't
yeah,
wait for you to say, "Hey, this book of the plans,
yeah, bro,
I'm highlighting points off, and I'm done." Like,
yeah,
bro, I tell everybody, I don't want to see my friends if they aren't doing something different than what they were doing when I spoke to them last. It has
oh yeah, no,
some type of evolving and some type of change, or I haven't done my job as a friend because
hmm
if you see I'm working and no part
yeah,
of you has started to work in any kind of way, we're not
yeah,
really friends because that means I don't have any impact on you. Or if I see
yeah,
you
no
work
influence,
and I don't want to go work a little harder or put
yeah,
my head in the trenches and get to work, we're not
yeah,
doing it. I have one big last question. Do
okay.
you think you will ever become, I guess, do you think you'll ever receive the calling to minister?
Uh, Low key, bro, I might have got the text message for that.
I knew it was coming.
I can't say the call yet.
Let me guess, your minister's been in your tail about, hey, it's time for you to get up in the middle of the podium and start.
No, well, okay, so I've done. Like said the Sunday morning scripture at the
Okay.
beginning of our like Sunday service
Mhm.
twice now. And both times I've had separate members from my church say, "Boy, I thought you was gonna start preaching." And I've had at least two visions of me going in on a sermon with a
Word.
and everything, bro. So I was like,
Now, my pastor, he's been one of my childhood pastors. He's always been adamant. He's like, you don't see it, but this is gonna be your podium one of these days. I'm like, pass. I don't. I'm out of these streets.
"Pass."
I'm not. Look, I'm not in the book enough to be. He's like, that's the issue. You don't really need the book for you to understand exactly what's trying to
Yeah,
be conveyed. But I'm like, I'd
nah,
rather
bro.
teach for as long as I can, and if I get the call in, I just hope it's after everything else. Personally, I mean, because
It's
like I sit here, I was telling Haley that because I go to the worship center. I was like, you
yeah.
know, Bishop Van don't have a ministry down here. You think we can maybe be on one? She's like, slow your roll, but I don't see why not. I'm not gonna lie. Since she didn't put that ring on her finger, I could tell her like, I want to try skydiving. She's like, I don't see why not. It's like we are all a-okay for everything. It's getting weird.
That's
I don't
funny.
know. And my big ordeal with the ministry call, I'm like, I don't know if I'm called right now, or if there's just not that many people out anymore like it used to be. Like it seems like I keep telling everybody, faith is getting harder to. It's not hard to live; it's harder to represent properly lately.
I don't even think it's that. It's hard for people to perceive properly.
Okay, break that down.
Like I think that people's opinions dictate so much of their lives that if it doesn't like people, bro, some people can't be friends and argue. They think because we have an argument, we can't be
Be
friends
friends
anymore.
anymore?
We can't. Yeah, like you gotta be.
Groupthink.
Oh man, I don't even want to go here, but like I'm going here
Go here.
anyways. So the whole gay or straight thing, people can't understand that if you got your opinion that it's okay to be gay, I
Mhm.
can also have my opinion that it's not okay,
And you can
and
still
we
love
need
the
to
person
be,
who
and
thinks
we can
opposite.
still be exactly like we should still be able to be okay and
We shouldn't
converse.
have friction so much though at this point that it's
Yeah,
like you
bro,
can't even have the conversation.
exactly. Like people are they won't even like say it. Like it's a topic that is most times, well, sometimes
Well, for me,
just avoided completely.
absolutely. Because
And
it
I'm
can be
like,
so detrimental to everything that it should be, your job. I tell you right from
yes,
the big ordeal, the what is it? The abortion.
yeah,
Personally, I tell everybody, I have never been a woman. I do not know what a woman goes through. Don't know. So it's not my place, in my personal opinion. Once I start making rules and telling a human being what they can and cannot do, that's me playing God, and I don't want that much power. That's me.
no,
Now I
I
do
don't either.
know. Also, God makes no mistake. So if He even created a way for it to be a thing, He made it. I
Yeah,
cannot argue with what He allowed us to create. If He don't want us to create it, it won't be here.
yeah,
We
bro.
don't know
If
everyone's situation as well.
like the way it works, man, is God has to okay everything that happens to us in
Everything.
our lives. The devil
And that
can't
doesn't
throw
happen as well.
nothing past God, bro. Like the devil got to go. God, can I do this? Look at Job. What happened to Job, bro? Everything. The devil had to run that by God, bro. Like he can't overstep him. So like when you're looking at life and the things that are happening to you, number one,
It was meant to happen no matter
it
what.
was exactly it was meant to happen. God
Embrace
allowed
it.
it to happen. God is probably putting so much on you that he wants you to lean more on him so he can give you the strength
To
to be
stop it.
able to get through and find your way out of
Yeah.
this situation.
It's like
So
people
like
who ask for strength and then God puts you in the gym and you fail on a set and you say, I can't do it no more. You ask for
like
strength. To
he
get
go
strength, you
whatever
gotta
like
struggle.
exactly, bro. Whatever you asking him for, he gonna try you to make sure you that's what you want. Like He not just gonna give you strength without, like you said, He not just gonna give you strength with no struggle, bro.
It's
Like,
because
those two go hand in hand.
people want you to. It's like a grocery list. They want to send God a. We need meats, vegetables, and cheeses, and God says, "Well, you ain't give me no specific meat. Oh, you don't eat pork? You didn't write that on the list. If you want something in your life, no matter what, even if you don't believe in a faith, you got to declare it specifically. You have
Bro,
to say triplets. Because if you say, I'm gonna have multiple, God
triplets.
might give you 5 or 7 of them at one time. You say
Exactly.
multiple. I didn't say triplets.
I said multiple. I meant 3. You ain't say 3.
You didn't say
What,
3.
what the book say, man? Write the vision and make it plain.
And specific. Put the dotted line, everything, and a period at the end when you're done.
Hey, make sure.
Because you leave it as an open sentence, he might just say, let me remix this a little bit.
Let me add on.
Because I'm like, God said, you want the Jeep by the end of your day? Nah, you ain't put period. Well, how many Jeeps you want now? I ain't think about that, Lord. Well, we could have paid this wedding off soon. Mike go and buy another one.
Hey,
what you think? You better say it specifically. I'm gonna give you 4.
Specific, man. These specific. I mean, it's.
I wish people could get back to constructive conversations with faith. That's everybody. If you can't approach your pastor with like, "Hey, pastor, I didn't agree with this, or I had this perspective." If he can't respect you as a human being and give you back, if he knows you're just there to argue, I understand him not indulging. But if he can genuinely give you back feedback to your curiosity, then that's to me how faith's supposed to work. Everyone has to be able to struggle and strive. I mean, even Jesus went out into the wilderness and struggled. He had to say no to food. I mean, food.
Yes.
When you're hungry and you gotta say no to food, and that's the greatest being on this earth that has ever walked this earth, had to struggle. How you don't think? And to me, I'm like, Jesus' only guidance and counsel was right above. So he probably sitting up there like, please tell me you throwing me a signal, and he like, nah, figure it out. He had to have even bending up to the cross the day before he's supposed to pass. He's like, it got to be this way. That's an argument, bro. In a sense, constructive argument, but an argument. So you can't convince me in this day and age with our faith, we can't have a discussion where we disagree but have the same end goal, and we can find some blend. And even if we don't have to find a blend, if we can't have a conversation where I can see your point of view, I don't have to accept it, but I have to be willing to see exactly what you are trying to get across, rather than he's an idiot. Why do I even want to open my ears up? That's where everybody has gotten to. It's either one way or the other. And there's no
my way or the highway.
There ain't no gray in love either. I'm like, my partner, some days I love her with all the red love, and there's some days where I love her with the gray love. It's just not always gonna be the same color. It's a spectrum. That's how love works.
Yep.
LOL. Spectrum. Love.
LOL.
I didn't even look. I threw my oop to myself. Huh? Man, I think that's all I got. You got any last statements?
Man, one of these days, man. Matter of fact, we're gonna get on the quote talk, man, soon.
Please.
And you're gonna give me your. I want to ask you all the same questions you asked me. What's happening? What's new? What's going on? Tell me about the fiance, groomsmen, everything. We're gonna go through the whole rundown.
Yeah, but you gotta get drop some quotes time, because I want to talk about the quotes for real, for real.
Oh no, we're gonna do either. We can do it at the end or the beginning. It's up to you. I'll let you decide. But
no, it's go. I'm declaring you're gonna start a podcast too. You need to.
Man, bro. I've been thinking about it.
We've been at an hour and a half, and they even looked up, and the only thing that interrupted was a dead laptop.
I'm about to say the only thing I missed.
We got so much that we can still talk about, but it's nighttime for me and the wife.
We do, bro. We do. We got plenty we can talk about. I gotta go finish watching C with the fiance.
Yeah. Look, I knew it was time for me. It went from the couch to she's right next in the office, and she's sitting down looking like, I'm not rushing you, but I'm not being patient either.
Yeah, it's about time to get off that call.
Yeah, so, but you're telling me quote talk is your last declaration. My last declaration is you're going to have an amazing wedding. You're going to have amazing triplets.
So are you.
And I'm going to be an amazing uncle to at least 3 of them.
100%.
Other 3.
100%. 100%.
So we're going to chat it up soon. You know,
Yeah,
you're
man.
always a welcome guest, and
Oh yeah,
this is going on YouTube, so
let's do it.
fair warning. I'm glad you look like something, but I see you rocking that maroon. If you want to come over to the nice side, you know, look,
Man, anybody
the
coming
elephant and
over
a
there,
dog,
God?
they different kingdoms, right?
Y'all still Adidas, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. Look, as a mascot at Mississippi State, that was my least favorite thing. Man, I wanted some
Man,
nice gear.
I haven't seen Mississippi State play yet this year. I don't think.
We're average. We got an okay check down offense, a really good defense.
Yeah.
That's it. What was I gonna say also? Man, I hated the Adidas. They ain't even let us get Yeezys. That's what broke my heart. I said, now, if we're gonna be assigned to Adidas, I should be able to get easy access
Were
Yeezys.
they out when you were
Yeah.
there?
Yeezy been out since 2011.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, and I see Dan Mullen rocking some Adidas. I'm like, we couldn't get no Yeezy. They say, no, we don't have a link for that one. Oh,
Yo,
that
that's the
link
one y'all
out.
just left out.
Yeah, I'm sure. But we'll chit chat more. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you
It's
next
good.
time, big dog. Congratulations.
brother.
I don't hear from you before the wedding. Congratulations. I can't wait to see all the
Nah, we gonna chop it up soon, brother.
that'll work. And I'm gonna send you a picture of this beef.
All right, all right. So let's.
All right, y'all.
All right, man.
I speak Code Switch, and we're out.